Greetings, my friends, and welcome to this week's episode of Tarot for the Soul. This is a weekly energy update, psychic tarot reading, and energy activation for the collective. This episode is centering around the last quarter moon in March, which is happening in the fiery sign of Sagittarius. Today we're taking a look at the energies happening from March 5th through March 11th, 2021. And it starts out with a bang. We have this last quarter moon today happening in the sign of Sagittarius, which really activates fiery passion and enthusiasm. And this is combined with Mars going into Gemini, which really brings in urges to be more social, more interactive, make connections with people, share our thoughts and ideas. So if you remember, last week there was a big message about dreaming a new dream into reality, and that energy is progressing. So it's still influencing us, but it's taking a little bit of a different shape where we're not just staying in the realm of dreaming about our bigger picture goals and dreams, but we're feeling inspired to put some positive energy in the direction of our goals and dreams. This energy is going to continue over the course actually of the next several weeks between now and the spring equinox, which of course is always a really empowering time to put positive energies into whatever your deepest intentions are that you set for yourself, maybe even way back at the beginning of the year. So a few more things I want to talk about before we get into the cards. This weekend, we have the Sun in Pisces squaring the nodes of the moon, the North and the South node. The North node of the moon represents your bigger calling in life, and the South node of the moon represents what your soul gifts are. And so this is a time this weekend to really face and reconcile old ideas that maybe serve to keep you held back, or that were more along the lines of disempowering thoughts or ideas about your capabilities in the world. It's time to set all of those aside and really step into your empowerment. As we're coming into the new moon next week, which I'm going to talk more about in next week's episode, I do want to give you a little heads up though, that it starts out in Pisces and moves into Aries. So Aries further activates enthusiasms and taking action. And then when we get into the spring equinox several weeks from now, on that day, we have the Sun and Venus both moving into the sign of Aries, which is going to bring even more of a boost of enthusiasm. So we definitely have, starting this week and over the course of the next several weeks, a really expansive, vibrant, powerful energy that we have available to harness in the direction of putting some positive energy towards manifesting what our bigger picture goals and dreams are. So big energies happening today, over the weekend, throughout the week, and over the next few weeks. This is a really powerful time for all of us individually and collectively to make that shift into really dedicating ourselves to what our bigger picture visions are, what our bigger picture goals and dreams are, because honestly, these are the things that can manifest this year. All we have to do is say yes and embody that energy of confidence around how your enthusiasms are guiding you. With that, let's go ahead and see what wants to come through the cards today. Today I am working with the Energy Oracle cards by Sandra Taylor. I haven't used this deck in a few weeks, and it was what I was drawn to work with today, and so here we go. I'm going to just do a 3-card spread today, and the 3 cards are representing where we've been, where we are, and where we're going collectively and then individually as well. So let me just take a moment to tune in and see what wants to come through here. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and pick 3 cards now. Here we go, 1, 2, and 3. Interesting. Okay, so this first card that's coming up is the Thinking Man. It's assigned to the number 46, which is a 10, which would be a 1 in numerology. If we're looking at this as far as where we've been collectively, all of us are ready for fresh energies, new beginnings, initiating things into motion, into action, new pathways opening up. And I definitely, like psychically, I see that happening for all of us, despite all of the wacky craziness that's going on in the world. And if you tune in, you're going to be able to feel it too. Feel into how you've been feeling compelled to get fresh energies in motion, open up to new experiences, new pathways, new journeys. This is that energy showing up in regard to like what's been brewing within us in the background. The thinking man is very connected to Aquarian energy. And if you remember back, we have had many planets in the sign of Aquarius in the past month or so, which really does inspire innovative thinking, leading edge awarenesses, inventiveness, imagination. And now that we're really dialed into those energies within ourselves, the card that's showing up next, which is connected to where we're at right now, is the card called Garden, the Garden and the Gate. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this. It's assigned to the number 3. Well, it's 30, which is a 3 in numerology. And 3 is the number of growth. When 3 shows up, it's a sign from the universe that we are in alignment with growth happening in regard to the efforts that we've set in motion. So it's fruitfulness, abundance, expansion, forward movement, outward growth. Now, when I look at this card, it shows a girl inside of a very beautiful, lush, vibrant garden, and there's a gate, and on the other side of the gate is an expanse of large rolling hills. The gate is locked, but she holds the key to the gate around her neck, and she has the choice to walk through that gate or not. And this is very representative of where we are all at collectively right now, with these messages that have been coming up about dreaming a new dream into being. And now we're shifting into getting that energetic boost of enthusiasm to start putting energy in that direction. Sometimes we have to be willing to venture into the unknown aspects of our life or of our journey to gain even more experience and fulfillment. And that is pretty much what this card is indicating. We could just as easily stay within the known, usual aspects of our life and enjoy our own little safety of our own little nest, our own little sense of security and stability and well-being, which might be well enough as it is. But this is a time where we're all being guided to be in the spirit of adventure, especially us evolutionary souls, those of us who feel that sense of calling to support not only our own soul evolution, but the evolution of humanity, the evolution of the collective. If you are an evolutionary soul, then a part of your mission right now is to find positive ways to venture outside of your comfort zone. Be a pioneer. Step into that energy of pioneering new vistas, new possibilities, new endeavors, exploring, adventuring. This is the energy that we're all being asked to step into now to support this expansion that's happening, this great awakening that's happening, that's been happening for more than a year now, collectively speaking. But we can see, if you look back to the messages that were coming through a year ago and where we're at now, a year ago was all about like going within, getting grounded, healing, all of that. Now, hopefully we've done all that work and we're ready to expand into creating an optimized version, more vibrant version of reality. And then this next card that's showing up, which is the direction we're going, sort of speaks to how. How do we venture outside of the comforts of our known usual realm and find that courage, that bravery, that strength to pioneer into the unknown as pioneers of consciousness, as evolutionary souls. And the card that's showing up is representative of the Archangel Raphael. It is the fourth chakra, heart chakra, Archangel Raphael. This is assigned to the number 38, which is an 11. So if we take the number 3, we've already talked about how that is indicating growth, expansion. And then 8 is the number of success. It's personal fulfillment, reward, achievement, feeling of accomplishment, fulfillment, success that comes specifically through living in alignment with our inner guidance. And where do we access our inner guidance? The heart chakra, which this is the card of in this deck. And when we combine this into the number 11, which in numerology, double-digit numbers, 11, 22, 33, 44, sometimes people call them angel numbers. In numerology, they're called master numbers. And when 11 shows up, it is a number of mastering your individual path, mastery over your individual self and your individual path. So collectively, we are all on a journey of individual self-mastery. And so maybe have some meditation around what that means to you specifically. What areas of yourself are you intending to bring into mastery? This also reminds me of the masteries that are connected to certain traditions of shamanism, especially the Toltec tradition. Namely, one of my favorite masteries is the mastery of awareness, the mastery of self-awareness. Contemplate that. How can I bring my level of awareness to a new level of mastery? And the way to that, little helpful tip, is going to be through the heart. Again, heart chakra energy. Now, the Archangel Raphael is related to healing as well. And many of us have been on a journey of healing in the past year. So when this energy is coming up now, it's saying that as we do our healing work, eventually we do heal those wounds. We become healed. And then our heart can become a gateway to expanded consciousness, which is connected to the mastery of awareness. When I'm looking at all of these cards as a whole, the thinking man, the garden and the gate, and the fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael, to me it's really speaking to sort of an energetic combination or sequence of energies that are happening that are really supporting all of us in rising into higher dimensions of consciousness, which is what the age of Aquarius is all about. We are in the very beginning phases of shifting into the age of Aquarius, influenced by the Piscean age that we're in right now. But it's almost like having one foot in each realm, which is why right now is such a potent and empowering time. The more you can really get clear on what your bigger sense of enthusiasm and dreams and goals are, and again, the way that we know what those things are, the way that we can discern them, is by listening to what our heart feels inspired by, what our heart feels enthused and passionate about. Let that be your guide, because now is the time to at least make that internal commitment, saying yes to what you imagine as being your higher version of reality that's connected to your bigger picture goals and dreams. And in saying yes to your inner enthusiasms, you're sort of parting the seas of anything that previously has felt like obstacle energy or setback energy, and creating like a vortex of energy for yourself where your bigger picture reality, your higher goals and dreams are in the process of manifesting now. And this is a really good time now up through the next 6 weeks, I would say, to do your best to maintain commitment to your higher version of reality, whatever that feels like and looks like to you. Align your actions in that direction and see for yourself what the result of your intentions are. I'm right there with you guys. I'm doing all of this myself as well, obviously, and I feel amazing about how things are shaping up. Super excited to hear how you guys are feeling about the energies that are happening now. So drop a comment below. Let me know. Share with the community that we've got going on here. And I'm going to wrap it up here, but I will see you all in the next video. Much love and blessings, guys. Love you.